Yo, what's up?
Nothing, what's up?
How you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm fine. So, Biden has been in office almost 150 days. How do you feel he's doing?
I feel he's doing alright, but I know there are some decisions that he's made that shouldn't have happened.
So, if you had to rate him like on a scale of 1 to 10, where'd you put him?
I'd give him a 7.
A 7?
He's a pretty good president, but he has done some things in the past that he shouldn't have. And, yeah.
So, so how do you feel about his response to promising Black Lives Matter this recognition and this support by voting him in, and then he still is yet to talk to them?
You know he's been to protests, right?
Yes, he's been to protests. That was before he became president. Because when he was running for president, he promised that they'd vote him in. They'd have a president that is in there supporting Black Lives Matter.
Okay,
They said that he
I'm,
said that
I'm talking.
he will what?
I'm talking.
No, you weren't. You stopped. So I started talking. Actually, you
Well, what,
stopped. You stopped. You said he's been to protests, and I said yeah, that was before he was president, and I kept talking.
then I said, hold on, and I interject. But, well, why did you like Trump? I'm assuming you did.
Well,
So,
that's not what we're talking about right now. We're talking about Biden,
but
not Trump.
But I'm asking you why you like
But
Trump.
this conversation is about how Biden has performed, not about Trump. We're talking about Biden, not Trump. Okay?
But
Can you handle that?
can you handle
Well,
looking like
can you
a?
handle it? You're trying to change the topic. Yeah.
Yo,
So
I got a question. Oh,
yeah.
go ahead.
I was actually gonna ask you a question. What's up?
No, no, no. You go first. Go ahead.
All right. So basically, I'm recording this segment for YouTube where I basically go into Omegle and I ask people how they feel Biden's doing so far.
Okay. Well, I mean, for me personally, I'm gonna be 100% real with you. I want reparations. One. I want white slaves too. What
Agreed.
else? I want my land back, my ancestors' land back. I want all of that back. I want, uh, like if your family's own slaves, I want you to be like in an internment camp, getting ready
Hey,
to.
but there's like okay, but I need your help because I'm a mixed boy.
Yeah, what's up?
I'm black.
Oh, I see.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
black, and my family owned slaves.
Your
So
family as black people own slaves?
no. Um.
Oh no. Oh, you're the black side. You just have white people family that own slaves.
So basically, my great grandfather was the
Mm-hmm.
result of a master,
Oh, I see. Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm kind of both, and plus, I have Indian or Native American blood in me. So should I get reparations for that too?
See, normally I would agree, but since you have that white in your blood pool, you got to get rid of you.
I get
Be
rid of it. Yeah.
100% with you. Yeah. You got to be full black. You got to be like no white. What's the one rule? I can't remember. It's like three. Was it 3/4? I can't remember. You know the one thing like if you're like a seventh black or something, or no seventh or what? I can't remember. I don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah,
So
yeah.
you believe like America should be only be
Oh,
ruled by.
oh, real quick, let me preface. This is a joke. No, I'm gagging right now. I can't seriously say this, but I know I'm joking.
Oh,
But if I'm seriously answering your question, I'm not really. I don't know why I'm here. I'm just here to mess with people. But I think he's doing cool. I don't really. He's like pretty early into the presidency. I mean, I don't expect too much from him.
um, how would you rate him? How would you rate his performance so far on a scale of 1 to 10?
1 to 10. 10 being like
The
excellent,
best, the best.
super good.
Yeah, and one being like horrible.
The best. I mean, maybe like a 6. I don't know.
A
He
six.
seems cool. I mean, I'm not paying that close attention. Yeah, I can't really judge him paying that close attention to the politics and everything.
Do you think he's doing a better
But yeah,
job than Trump?
thing. I I thought Trump was doing a pretty good job. But I also realized, I don't know. That's the thing. Trump was really loud about it, so he was really loud about it. So when Biden's not being like super loud about everything he's doing, I don't really notice. So I can't really put them on the same level. Not 100% sure.
What's up, cutie?
What's up, bro?
You should take off your glasses.
I should.
Take it off.
But then my vision would be impaired.
Exactly, so take it off. No, I'm playing though, like, can you take off your glasses?
No, they're glued to my face.
Okay, but like, bro,
Are you
talk.
Jewish,
Like,
by the way, bro?
do I look Jewish?
You have a big nose.
I mean, I used to be.
Like, ethnically Jewish?
No, I'm Asian.
You're not Jewish?
You want me to be Jewish for you?
Yeah.
Alright, take off those glasses and open your mouth then.
Alright, bro. I can't do this.
Well, it's impressive to see 200 million shots by President Biden.
It has not been 200 million shots.
Wait, what was that again?
He has not yet given out 200 million shots.
Oh.
It's been more like 129 million.
Oh, okay. See, I haven't been watching the news lately. I've been watching this book, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know a little bit about Biden, I mean, he's doing really good with the vaccines. He really did with COVID. The way he says about putting health first instead of the economy, I think that's impressive. I think that
That he said what?
I think one debate. I think he said that you can't fix the economy until you fix the COVID crisis, which is an excellent statement that President Biden has stated. Also, I think that.
Well, yeah, but Trump also kind of closed down the economy and didn't try to rebuild it. But alright.
No. See, I've been watching.
Yeah, people like us just keep watching books.
Yeah.
I love watching books, man.
Books give you.
What's your favorite book to watch?
I like historical fiction. Anything that's history. I like manga. I like manga, so yeah.
What's your favorite history era?
I would say 20th century. Probably the 1800s. I like 1700s and 1800s. I like the Cold War.
For almost 150 days. How do you feel he's performing so far?
Okay. I mean, it's what I kind of expected him to do.
You think he's performing okay?
I mean, for what he promised, I guess.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate him?
An 8.
An 8? So an 8 means okay?
7 or 8. Only because, I don't know, people are really against the bombing in Syria, which I was kind of against too, because no reason to, we have power. I think they get it by now. And, yeah. And he's still a fucking politician, so.
So
never really give a politician a 10 out of 10, because still a liar, technically.
So
about something.
Are there any big things he's done that he's done that you're a fan of?
Stimulus bill is okay. I like the infrastructure plan. I mean, it hasn't passed yet, but
you like the money he's given.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
So is that what makes
it wasn't really it helped us, but it's better for poorer people, because we're okay, somewhat okay. I mean, my mom's about to lose her job because they're closing down, but
is there So
I'm not complaining about $1,400. but it's not like I urgently needed it either.
Yeah.
Like it was very helpful, but it's not like if I didn't get that 1400, I would die. But there's some people that like really needed it because they actually like don't have a job, or they have more than one person to feed.
Yeah. So are those the two main things that you like?
Basically, yeah. He hasn't really done. Oh, and the what's it called? The vaccine rollout. That's the other main thing.
Well, what he's been doing for like the past 50 days has been him, but the first 100 days and the vaccine rollouts then are mainly due to Trump.
What? No, Operation Warp Speed was terrible. They didn't do anything.
Well, he is the one who was able to get all the vaccines prepared and
Biden bought
confirmed.
200 million vaccines.
He has not gotten 200 million vaccines.
Huh?
Biden has not gotten 200 million vaccines.
I said he's bought 200 million doses, and there have been way. Hold on, let's see.
I know, but the first 100 million he took credit for was due to Trump.
There have been 302 doses given, according to it's either Our World and Data or the New York Times. One of those.
302 million total.
Doses given. That includes like one shot, and that's like
And the United
all.
States alone,
Yes, that's how many doses have been given.
even though
How
half
many
the country said
is
they're
a
not going
shot?
to get a vaccine, that doesn't make sense.
Huh?
That doesn't really make sense because
What doesn't make
what
sense?
I heard is that half the nation didn't even want a vaccine. So
That includes the 2 shots too, because there have been. Hold on, how many are fully vaccinated? 139 million. So if you divide
I
300 million.
thought you meant just like people given vaccines alone.
Huh?
I thought you meant like 300 million people got vaccines. That's what I
No,
thought
not
you
fully vaccinated. That's how many shots have been administered. 300 million divided by 2 is about 150 million.
meant.
And
but
however
I
many
heard you
Johnson,
wrong. I know I heard you wrong.
however many Johnson and Johnson, because that's 1 shot. So I don't know how. Probably about like 10, 12 million of those were administered, and so minus that's 140, 139. That's how many fully vaccinated. Because the Johnson and Johnson kind of skews up the statistics because it's a 1-shot vaccine.
And I just want to see what your opinion on him is.
I mean, I'm personally a neoliberal, so I obviously don't believe that he's doing a terrible job by any means. There are moves that I disagree with. I'm not a full supporter of his foreign policy by any means. I prefer Biden over Trump for sure. I'm far from a Trump supporter. I also wouldn't consider myself necessarily a Biden supporter, but I also wouldn't consider myself as settling for Biden by any means. I'd consider him to align somewhat closely with my ideology. I don't fully agree with his views on abortion. I think that, but I'd say that he's had a fairly productive 100 days, or at the very least.
So you'd say he'd be performing better than Trump, correct?
At what point?
Overall.
Overall, I don't think it's fair to make that assumption yet when he's only served a little over 100 days in office.
You started almost 150, but yeah, I see what you mean. But that's the point I'm seeing. How do you feel he's doing so far? Like, do you think by what he's doing now, would he have potential to like be better than Trump?
Yes, I'd say his first 100 days were more productive than Trump's first 100 days. In fairness, he did have a larger deficit to improve from, whereas Trump inherited an already stable economy. And I don't deny that. I'm avidly pro-capitalism. I think that capitalism is the best economic system. I think that it's the best thing almost. Like I don't think any entity is better than capitalism. So I'm not hugely anti-Trump economically speaking. There's some issues. One being gun control. I think that Trump is honestly, or Biden is the lesser of two evils when it comes to gun control. I think that Trump's gun policies are far more dangerous than Biden's as far as controlling guns. I'm not anti-gun control, but I'm definitely pro Second Amendment, and I think that Trump's policies on guns are more offensive to the Second Amendment than Biden's, at least Biden's proposed policies.